She spent the entire night with another man, and that sentence alone still feels unreal when I say it out loud. I'm Aaron Whitmore. I'm 42. I was married to Claire for 11 years, or at least I thought I was. I never believed relationships needed constant excitement to survive. I believed in consistency, showing up, paying attention, being steady. I thought that was enough. I thought loyalty was built in quiet moments, not grand gestures. Claire used to say she loved that about me, said I made her feel safe, said I was dependable. At the time, I thought that was a compliment. We met in our late 20s. She was sharp, social, always surrounded by people. I was more reserved. Finance job, long hours, predictable routines. We balanced each other. For years, it worked. We built a life that looked solid from the outside. A townhouse, weekend routines, shared friends, family holidays. Nothing flashy, but it was ours. Somewhere along the way, though, the warmth faded. Not abruptly, slowly, subtly, like a dimmer switch being turned down one notch at a time. Claire became distant in ways I couldn't quite explain. Conversations shortened. Eye contact disappeared. Her phone became an extension of her hand. When I asked how her day was, I get surface-level answers and silence. I didn't push. I told myself people go through phases. I adjusted. I cooked more, listened harder, gave her space when she asked for it. I thought patience was maturity. I thought understanding would be rewarded eventually. Then came the nights out. At first, it was harmless. Co-workers, dinners, drinks. She said she needed to feel like herself again. I encouraged it. I trusted her. I never checked her phone, never questioned her timelines. I didn't want to be that man, the insecure one, the suspicious one, the controlling one. I believed trust meant silence. The night everything ended started like any other. She said she was meeting a friend after work. A late dinner, maybe drinks. She kissed my cheek on the way out, already distracted. I stayed home, finished some emails, watched a game I barely paid attention to. Midnight came and went. No message. I texted once. No response. I told myself her phone died. I told myself not to spiral. By 2 a.m, I was awake on the couch, staring at the front door. When I heard her key finally turn, something in my chest tightened. She walked in quietly, heels in hand, makeup slightly smudged. She froze when she saw me. Didn't smile. Didn't apologize. Just stood there. I asked where she'd been. She hesitated, then said a name I'd never heard before. Daniel, a friend of a friend. She said they talked. She said it got late. She said nothing happened. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse her. I just looked at her and asked one simple question. Did you spend the night with him? She didn't answer right away. That pause told me everything. She nodded once. Barely. Like it was an inconvenience to admit. Like it wasn't something that would permanently alter the shape of our lives. In that moment, I felt something detach inside me. Not anger. Not heartbreak. Clarity. A cold, unmistakable clarity. I realized this wasn't a mistake. This wasn't confusion. This was a choice. She had chosen to be somewhere else. With someone else. And she expected me to absorb it quietly, like I always had. I stood up, walked past her, and opened the front door. She looked confused, asked what I was doing. I told her calmly that she should go back, that she'd already made her decision for the night. She laughed nervously, said I was overreacting, said it didn't mean anything. I looked at her and said, it meant enough for you to stay. She stepped toward me, started to say my name. I didn't argue. I didn't insult her. I simply held the door open and waited. After a few seconds, she stopped talking. She grabbed her purse, walked out. I closed the door behind her, locked it, and leaned my forehead against the wood, breathing slowly, deliberately, like I was steadying myself after a long fall. That was the last night Claire slept in that house. I didn't text her. I didn't ask. The next morning, I called a lawyer, not out of spite, out of respect for myself. She came back days later to collect clothes, acting wounded, acting shocked that I hadn't chased her. She said I was being dramatic. I said nothing. Silence had finally become my boundary. People assume betrayal ends marriages with shouting and slammed doors. Sometimes it ends them with a quiet decision and a locked door. I didn't shut her out because I hated her. I shut the door because I finally understood my worth. I wasn't abandoning her. I was choosing myself for the first time in years. And that decision changed everything.